Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And they do finally get him at the 12. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
25.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Chiefs 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
16. Chiefs 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25. To the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception into red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10.
That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
16.
Harris now after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
On first down, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
8-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up
ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Again, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
To kick off for Seattle.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Wilson will throw again. Underneath, he's got Olsen, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
What it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The handoff to Le'Veon Bell. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
If I have one word to describe what I just saw there, especially for the defense, it's confusion. Half of them playing the run, half of them playing the pass. Your offensive line is doing their run blocking best. That allowed them to escape for a monster run downfield.
30, Chiefs 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And a don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mahomes firing complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 14.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Seahawks 36, Chiefs 32. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rocket on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw again is Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 49, Chiefs 32. Jason Myers to
and after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the keeper.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd
and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3 score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. The tackle by Demarius.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Sliding out of the... And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.